Hello there, Grumpy Old Fart here. A little bit of coffee to wet my whistle. A shout out to my favorite race car driver. Let's go, Brandon. Over the years, witnesses have seen UFOs in our skies, and they report seeing these UFOs make astonishing maneuvers and achieve speeds human beings simply aren't capable of reaching. I did a video on this a while back. Go check it out. I touched on some of the capabilities of these UFOs. I also touched on some abductee reports, things like that apparently aliens are able to do, and it's kind of scary. Apart from the maneuvering and the ballistic characteristics of these, UFOs have exhibited other abilities as well. Some of these are downright frightening. UFOs seem to have some kind of effect, possibly an EMP field of some kind, wherein vehicles simply lose power for a period of time. There are people driving along in the car and it just stops. City blocks lose power. Entire city blocks have lost power. Aircraft lose power and fall out of the sky. That's been reported. I want to say his name was Mantell. It gets there are people who say the official report with Mantell, I think, was that he climbed too high and he couldn't breathe and he lost power, he lost consciousness and he fell and died. But other people are saying that the UFO that he was chasing somehow knocked the power out of his vehicle, out of his aircraft, his fighter jet. So, I don't know. What is more frightening is that these UFOs seem to have the ability to affect our weapons technology specifically. I've done videos on these, go check them out. ICBMs have been shut down and rendered unlaunchable. There was an event where, I want to say it was 10 ICBMs, there was a UFO overhead, and these ICBMs just went offline. They couldn't have launched them if they had to. Conventional missiles have been teleported through time and space to hit other targets instead of them. Somebody fired a missile at a UFO, and then they don't know what happened to the missile. Later on, hours later, hundreds of miles away, well out of the missile's range, there's a ship at sea, and that missile came in and hit the ship. That's not conspiracy theory or conjecture. That's not opinion. That is a verified, documented account. A missile was fired over here. Hours later, hundreds of miles away over here, that same missile hit a ship at sea. That's frightening. If you shoot a missile at something, you expect the missile to actually, hit it. If these UFOs can affect our ordnance and our ICBMs with laughable and ridiculous impunity, what can't they do? These UFOs present a clear and present danger to human beings, and the governments and militaries around the world had better wake up to this threat if they have not already done so. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Stephen Hawking is the late physicist and possibly one of the smartest men in history, compared human civilization to an anthill. And any alien visitors to the boot. He queried why humans would negotiate with or even speak to ants. Why would aliens bother to communicate with humans when an insecticide would be far more efficient? That's essentially what he was getting at. So when these alien, I don't know if they're aliens, there's UFOs, whatever the hell they are, when they can mess with our weapon systems and literally render them ineffectual, when they can perform maneuvers that our best aircraft can't even touch, yeah. It's a little concerning. At least it should be. And if it's not, you gotta ask why. because our military is supposed to be protecting us. And if they're not concerned, and by all accounts they are, I'm not saying they're not, but we got to find some way to defend ourselves. Otherwise, we may be the anthill. You folks have a good day. God bless one and all.